Yo, Brawlers, this is your man, Glass Chin, and you're watching Glass Chin's Boxing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yo, Brawlers, we have a treat on the 29th of April at the Virgin Hotels, Las Vegas. The son of two former heavyweight champions of the world are squaring off against each other. We have Hasim Rahman Jr. versus Kenzie Morrison, the son of Rocky V star Tommy the Duke Morrison. What an exciting matchup this is. Both guys are undefeated. Someone's O has got to go. I never tire of saying that. Rahman is 12-0 with 6 knockouts. Morrison is 19-0 with 2 draws, impressively winning 17 of his 21 fights by way of big knockout. Rahman is 30 years old and Morrison is 31. Both men are 6'3", with Morrison having the advantage in weight, coming in at 245 pounds for his last fight in October, a first round knockout win over Skylar Thompson. Rahman weighed in at a small 215 pounds for his most recent fight in August, a first round knockout win over Nathan Bedwell. Both men have regularly fought around the 230 mark, so it'll be interesting to see what weight they come in at. They match up pretty evenly right across the board, with Morrison having the advantage in the power department, but Rahman having an advantage in the technical ability and boxing fundamentals. That's not to say that Rahman can't bang, but he doesn't load up on his shots like Morrison does. He's naturally a fluid fighter, sticking and moving rather than planting his feet and going to war. Both men are orthodox, but Rahman does like to switch hit and can fight right-handed. This is the step up in class that both men are in desperate need of. Rahman's 12-fight apprenticeship is out of the way. He needs this work against a quality opponent. Only 3 of his 12 victims have a winning record. By contrast, 10 of Morrison's opponents have a winning record, but his career has been a slow burn, with him turning pro all the way back in 2014. He has largely been in the shadow of his brother Trey, who lost his own 18-0 undefeated record back in October, with his first round brutal knockout loss at the hands of mikebalogun. Balogun himself has a fight scheduled on the 15th of April against the Prince of Egypt, Ahmed Hefni, with 13 wins and 2 losses to his name, both the losses by split decision. An okay opponent for Balogun to keep his momentum going. He could have the winner of this one in his sights. Can lightning strike twice, Brawlers? Can Rahman do to Kenzie what Balogun did to his brother Trey and blast him out in a single round? My honest opinion is no. I don't think Rahman has the power in his arsenal to do that, but who really knows? It's heavyweight boxing and they all hit hard at that weight. As I said, from what I've seen of him, he doesn't tend to load up, and he could be playing possum and just getting some rounds in the bank against limited opponents. Just look at Nathan Bedwell. Although a career journeyman with 8 of his 19 losses by knockout, he hadn't been stopped in the first round since his 8th fight more than a decade ago and 16 fights prior, so Rahman must have some snap when he wants to use it. If Rahman lets his hands go and plants his feet, then we could be in for a big surprise, although I don't think that is the best strategy to use against Morrison. I think if this fight goes past 3 or 4 rounds, and Rahman can survive Morrison's early onslaught, then Rahman has to be the favourite to win this fight on points. The fight is scheduled for 10 rounds. Neither fighter has ever been past 6, with Morrison going 6 in his draw against Aaron Chavez. He has been 4 rounds 3 times, drawing one of them against journeyman Chris Harris. It's safe to say that winning rounds and going the distance isn't going to be Morrison's game plan. He's a Morrison after all, and the same as his father. Power is the name of the game. Seek and destroy. Rahman has been 4 rounds 4 times and 6 rounds twice. He has more amateur experience out of the 2 of them, and he narrowly missed out on going to the 2012 Olympics, and has around 100 amateur fights to his name. I make him the favourite in this fight, but I would have liked to have seen him maybe step up in competition with a slightly smaller step. You could call this a jump rather than a step. His last opponent was 319th on BoxRec, where Morrison is ranked 144th in the world. Rahman himself is ranked 217. I know you can't take too much faith from BoxRec rankings, but it is a good guideline. It's good to see that both men are willing to put it on the line. Make no mistakes, Rahman is up against it in this fight, but I believe he has the tools to win this fight. He has a decent jab, can switch hit and goes to the body well. If Morrison comes in heavy at over 240 pounds, I don't think he'll be able to last 10 rounds to full effect, and he will fade down the stretch and won't be able to keep up his come-forward pressure style. If Rahman can nullify Morrison for the first 3 rounds, I think the fight is his, and he could even make Morrison look ordinary. Morrison, when making an attack, leaves his chin wide open. If Rahman finds his range quick and stays composed and is able to keep that jab pumping, timing Morrison on the way in, then ties Morrison up when he needs to, I think the fight is his. But this really is a 50-50 fight on paper that either fighter can win, which is what makes it such a great fight for the fans. I like Morrison, he is exciting to watch, but like his brother, he lacks a lot of boxing fundamentals. Coming to boxing late, with Rahman's amateur experience, I have to pick skill over power. I thought pre-fight that Mike Balogun would be a potential banana skin for Treymorrison, and I think come April the 29th, Kenzie will lose his O2. Really, ballers, this is a great little fight, and the sky's the limit for the winner. The winner will be 1 or 2 fights away from getting a big payday next year. I'm a fan of both of their fathers, so may the best man win. What do you think, brawlers? Who do you think wins this fight? Do you agree with me? Do you think that Rahman Jr will win this fight with his superior boxing skills? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And as always, brawlers, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.